Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. Today is my first ever product review on this channel and I've got a plan with this channel. I'm going to start doing... Sorry, my door just closed on its own. That's quite scary. My plan on this channel is to do some product reviews of different baby products because being a first-time parent, you are completely swamped with all these different products that you should have, that you shouldn't have. A million different options for literally everything you can think of. So I want to try and make this a place and a space where people can come to find some real life honest opinions and real life experience having used some of these things. My baby is 16 weeks old, his name's Coda, we love him to bits. He's the best thing that's ever happened to us, but he does come with a lot of stuff. He does need a lot of stuff, he needs a lot of things and that's the side of parenting I feel like it's not spoken about enough. The amount of stuff that babies need, it's crazy. But today's topic is this right behind me. It's the SNOO Sleeper by The Happiest Baby. Now, quick disclaimer, this was sent to George and I as a gift. I do have to say that, but I don't want you to think that that's gonna change my opinion of it. They've not asked me to make this video. This was actually something given to me in return for some content over on my Instagram page. I'm just making this video because it's something that I'd like to watch if I was deciding whether to purchase it or not. And it's also, because it was a gift, it's not gonna change what I say about it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you should buy it. I'm not trying to sell it to you. I'm going to be super honest, super real, and hopefully straight to the point. So just before getting started, if you could hit that subscribe button, that would mean the world to me. It's totally free and it really helps the channel out. Okay, where do I begin? This is probably the most expensive cot I've ever seen advertised. Don't quote me on that, it's just from my experience. I've never seen one more expensive, which for a cot is quite a lot. But it is also claimed to be the safest cot in the world as well. So there's a ton of different features on it. It's very high tech. When I tell people about this cot that have never heard of it, they're quite shocked by it. Especially like our parents and our grandparents. They're like, wait, your cot does that? Really? We also didn't have this until Coda was, I believe, 3 months old. So we haven't actually had the full benefit of using it from the newborn stage, which is a shame. It would have been nice to have it from the start. I do believe you get the most benefit from it if you get it straight away, and then the baby can get used to it and it can be their sort of #1 place to sleep. I think there's some pros and cons to this product, but overall I'm very, very happy with it. I think it's a very, very nice feature to the room. Firstly, looks wise, it's beautiful. It's a very attractive cot. The second benefit, the second bonus is how easy it was to put up. We've tried out a few different cots. We've tried out a bedside next to me cot, we've tried out a Moses basket, and we've tried out this. And this by far, I mean, to be fair, the Moses basket, actually no, the Moses basket was harder to put up. Literally just screwing in them little things on the wooden legs was harder than this. The packaging was so nice, and I almost wish I'd filmed a little bit of it to show you guys, but I didn't actually expect to be filming this video. So it was so easy to put up, the packaging was lovely, it's very heavy, so that would say is a good thing because it's very sturdy and high quality. However, they do recommend that you should put the baby to sleep in this for every single nap and every single sleep the baby has. However, if we're sat in the living room having dinner, or if we're doing some work out there, or we're not in the bedroom, it's not something you can just easily pick up and just take to the other room. So we were using the Moses basket like that instead, which I don't think is recommended. I think you're supposed to use it for all the sleeps, but to me that doesn't make a huge amount of sense because it's so heavy that it's actually quite difficult to move around. But Coda is in this for every single night at the moment, and I guess the main feature is the way that it moves. So I'm going to overlay some clips now so you can see him in it, and you can see the way the cot moves just on its own. It rotates sort of from side to side like this. It's basically meant to simulate the womb. It's meant to rock the baby. It plays some white noise. There's little speakers underneath the mattress. It's very, very clever, and it's actually all connected by an app, but I'll show you that a bit later on. My main concern, so when we got this, we also had a sleep consultation phone call to kind of answer our questions, answer our worries about the product, and just get us used to the idea of it. And my first question was, okay, they use it up to 6 months old. What happens next? What happens if he's so used to being rocked to sleep that we try to put him in his main cot and he won't go to bed? That was my main concern, and I thought, I don't even want to try it. I don't want to have to rock my baby to sleep forever, which I know is very dramatic, but when you've had 2 hours sleep and the idea that you might get even less, that is something that came to mind. But the guy, I was speaking to a guy, he was based in California, and he was really understanding on the phone. He basically said to us that once the baby's 6 months old, they're not craving that womb feeling. They're more independent and they're more used to being in the outside world. They don't need the rocking as much. They don't need the sort of sound effects as much. So he reassured me that actually by the time the babies are out of this cot into their main crib in their own bedroom or away from us, they won't actually need the features of this, so it's kind of perfect. It works both ways. I basically put Coda to sleep at night and he really enjoys being settled by this cot. He's never been a baby that struggles to get to sleep. He's actually been quite good. We've been quite lucky in that respect. I know every baby's different and some babies need a lot more support to get down. So even in the Moses basket, it wasn't too bad, but this definitely speeds that process up. We pop him down, we zip him up in the little swaddle, we clip him in, and he seems, up to this point, he seems to be sort of asleep within a couple of minutes. The rocking's really nice. We also use a dummy with him at the moment, which helps. And we do actually have a separate white noise machine that we plug in next to him, just because we find that that's a bit more effective. The white noise is great in this cot, but it's probably not loud enough. And we like to have the white noise on quite loud so that George and I can carry on speaking to each other at a normal volume. And I don't know, if we accidentally drop something on the floor, it's not going to wake him up because the white noise is loud enough to drown it out. So that's just what's been working for us up to this point. But one thing I will mention is the fact that you're supposed to, if the babies are in this from newborn stage, the little case, I don't know, what do you call it? Swaddle? Would you call it a swaddle? The little thing that straps into the cot that you put them in, it comes with it. It comes with a small, a medium and a large. And he's already in the large, even though he's only 16 weeks old. We've got a big baby on our hands. Coda never liked having his arms wrapped in. We tried to swaddle him from a newborn. He didn't like it. He likes to be free. He likes to be, I don't know, moving around all the time. Something we really like is actually the fact that, let me show you quickly. So this is where his arms can go. So this is actually where it's meant to kind of close up here. There's little poppers along here that you can close, and it means that his arms can go inside. But luckily, there are spaces for his arms to go, so we do have his arms out at the moment, but I do believe it's probably more effective if his arms are in, because then he can't like knock his dummy out or wake himself up by rubbing his eyes and rubbing his face and things like that like he does. So that's something that I kind of wish we could do, but it doesn't work for Coda, so that's absolutely fine. It's just nice to have the options to have his arms out. But yeah, I'll quickly show you here. I'll show you with this elephant how we wrap him up. It's super easy. So you put him in, you've got one little thing here to strap over this side, another one the other side with a bit of Velcro. It goes around the body, not the neck. I'm just showing you on this elephant because Coda's asleep. And then a little one that goes up. So it's kind of like a little, I suppose it's like a little nappy type thing, all Velcroed in. And then you wrap it up in this, do the zip up. This is a really bad way to show you. This is not, I'm not really showing this too well, am I? But you get the idea. And then his arms can go through the little holes there. And then this is the little clips that go into the side. So the SNOO won't actually rock until the clips have been engaged. But again, this is all very obvious in the app. And I'll show you that now quickly, because it's one of my favourite features and it's the one we probably find the most useful. I don't know what my phone is. Oh, there it is. So the SNOO app is easy to connect. I mean, something to bear in mind with this cot is that it does always need to be plugged in if you want to use the main feature of it, like the rocking and the noise and things. But yeah, we've got the SNOO app. So the SNOO app's great for several different things. For example, I've just taken the clips out. It says clips not engaged, so it won't actually let me do anything yet. But let me just quickly clip them back in. Okay, it now says clips engaged. So if we press this one here, you can actually start it from your phone. So now you can hear it, it's starting to rock. And my favorite part of this app currently is that you can actually change the amount it rocks. So obviously it does have, like, I suppose sensors. I don't actually know the specifications, the technicalities and the science behind it, but I suppose it has sensors because when Coda starts to cry a little bit more, the rocking picks up, and there's I think 4 or 5 different levels depending on how badly he's crying, how loud it is. Being perfectly honest, when it gets to the point where it's really loud and it's rocking him really fast, I don't find it settles him too well, but probably it is because he's just hungry or he needs a change or something like that, or he just wants to be held. It doesn't necessarily stop him crying much if he's gone past a point where he's like got himself into a bit of a state. But it is great in the sort of lower levels, sort of level 1, 2 and 3, when he's sort of stirring a little bit. It might not necessarily pick it up, but if I can hear him stirring, I quickly go onto the app and I just press the little up arrow here and you can see the colour, where is it? there it is, the colour's changed and it's rocking him harder now. And that has settled him several times. So it means that instead of sort of having to sort of get up and sort of rock him and calm him down and stroke his head, hold his hands or whatever, I literally just press the up arrow, allowing us to get a bit more sleep, which we all know is very, very precious. Another feature which is quite cool is this, which is a daily log, and it basically shows when he's been asleep, when he's been stirring. Just here you can see last night. So the little red ones here are when the SNOO has done a quicker level instead of just the baseline. The white's when he's not in it, and the green, the greeny blue colour is when he's asleep. And something else that on the app you can turn on is the weaning mode, which is when the baby's basically transitioning to being in a cot on their own. You can turn off the constant motion when they sleep, meaning that it only comes on when it sort of needs to. Or there's the motion limiter, which I suppose you could, I'm not sure what the reason would be to use that, but it means that it only goes up to level 2 and below, but the sounds go as high as level 4 still. So when it's on level 4 or level 5, whatever it's called, the top level, he is really moving, like his head is like this, which of course at first you're like, whoa, is that safe? But I've done reading on it, and it seems that he's totally fine to sort of be rocked that much. It's not sort of back and forth like damaging his neck at all. It's just sort of like sideways movements, and it just seems to work quite well. So I feel like that's most of the points and most of the things I wanted to say. Overall, I am very happy with it. Would I pay the money to buy it? If I was getting it from newborn, then definitely yes, I would. If I was getting it when I got it, I probably wouldn't, because I'm going to get sort of 2 months use out of it, and he's not been used to it from birth, which means it's, I think, a bit harder to sort of get used to the full benefits and to properly use it. So for baby number 2, this is definitely what we're going to be using from the beginning. I suppose the only other downside is that if you're sort of in the night trying to do a dream feed or something like that, you do have to still get up and reach in, unclip them, unzip them, take all the sort of Velcro off, but you'd have to do that if you swaddled your baby anyway, so it's probably very much the same sort of thing. But I hope that's answered some questions for you guys if you're thinking about purchasing it, and maybe you've listened to this video and thought, yes, you've assured me that is the cot for me, I'm going to go ahead and buy it. Or it's maybe made you think, actually that's a good point, I probably won't need it for that, so I'm not going to bother. So hopefully you've got your answer either way from this video. I'm no expert, but I know that this has helped a lot of people, and it's a very, very much loved product for a lot of different people that I've read reviews from and things like that. So I am going to leave a link below if any of you guys are interested and you want to check it out for yourself. But thank you so much for watching this video today. If you've got any more products that you want me to review, then please let me know down in the comment section, and please do hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up, because it really helps my channel out. And I already look forward to seeing you guys in another video very soon. Goodbye.